Okay. So my lines were from 144 to 165, and basically it's giving background on Grendel's attacks on Hrothgar and Heorot, and so it's detailing that, like the background of the story. And so I found some examples of literary elements in it, and one of the first ones that I saw was alliteration. And there's a lot of examples of alliteration in the text, but I just picked out two to share. And the first one was Alone Against All, and it's talking about how Grendel was fighting, and he was fighting against right, and so he was alone against everyone, like it was just him. And then the other one is A Surging of Sorrows, and it's talking about how he put like so much grief on Hrothgar, and how it was just like really taxing on his like soul and stuff like that. Also, there's a lot of Satyras in my section, and which is breaks in the line. And so I found a few of those. I also saw some epithets. At the end, you'll hear me saying that Grendel was like a foe of mankind. He was also a friendless whore. And so those are like epithets, for Grendel. And then it also says Lord of the Shieldings, which is Hrothgar. And so I found two of those. And there's also repetition, because at the beginning it says that Grendel held sway. And then at the end, like the very last line, it says he also held sway. And so like it used held sway twice, and so I noticed that. I also saw 3 examples of like Anglo-Saxon culture in the text. And the first one, it says that people learned of Grendel's terrors like through tales sadly sung. And so we talked about how during that time, like it was really important with oral speak, and people would pass stories through like oral, songs and things like that. And so I saw that, and it also said that Grendel wouldn't stop fighting the people, like even after they had offered him money to stop. And so we had talked about in class how one of the themes was like loyalty, and we said that a negative theme was how like kings were loyal to bribery and to money and things like that. And so it even shows that they had tried to, pay Grendel off, please, stop attacking our people, like here's some money, here's whatever you want, and he still wouldn't take it, so I noticed that. And they also say half years, which, or they say 12 winters all told, and so using that, like it's, we don't say that today, obviously, but, and so it's talking about like years in general, and so I noticed that, and that's it.
Do you have your line? Are you going to say your lines for us?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So Grendel held sway and fought against right, alone against all, till the best of houses was left idle. A long time passed, 12 winters all told, while the Lord of the Shieldings endured great grief, every kind of woe, a surging of sorrows. Thus to the nations, both far and wide, it became known through tales sadly sung, that Grendel fought a long while against Hrothgar, waged his terrors wicked and fearsome, for many half years in unending strife. He did not desire peace with any of the warriors of the Danish host, nor to lift the life threat in return for payment. Thus again and again, this foe of mankind, this friendless horror, carried out a host of crimes, of hard humiliations, he held sway in Heorot.